Hey, you know that feeling when you shout into a canyon and wait for the echo, but imagine if nothing came back. Just your voice hanging there for a split second before it's gone, like the air grabbed it and pulled it down into some bottomless pit. That's the kind of creepy start that makes you wonder if the world's playing tricks on you, or if something's wrong with the place you're standing in. It makes your skin prickle, your mind start filling in the blanks with all sorts of bad ideas. Before listening to the story, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, because there are many more scary stories coming. Okay, so let me tell you this the way it was told to me, like we're just two guys sitting in a bar, sharing a beer, and a tale that's too real to be comfortable. The guy who lived it is named Tom Jenkins, from a small town called Riverton in Ohio. You know those Midwest towns? Wide streets, old brick buildings from the industrial days, a river running through with mills that closed decades ago. Tom grew up there, but he moved to Cleveland for a job in logistics, driving trucks, planning routes, that sort of thing. Good money, steady life, but he was always the family guy, checking in on his folks. Last fall, his dad passed away suddenly, stroke, and his mom, Betty, was left alone in the family home on Oak Street. Betty was in her 70s, still sharp but lonely. Tom's sister, Sarah, lives in Chicago with her family, so she calls Tom and says, "You gotta go stay with Mom for a bit. Help her sort things out, make sure she's not rattling around in that big house by herself." Tom agrees, takes leave from work, packs his duffel bag with clothes, his laptop for remote stuff, and drives the 3 hours down. Arrives mid-afternoon, leaves turning yellow and red, air crisp with that autumn smell. The house is one of those big craftsman styles from the 1920s, dark wood trim, wide porch, 2 stories with a basement and attic. Betty meets him at the door, eyes a little red from crying, but she hugs him tight. "Tom, honey, come in. I made coffee." They step inside, and right away, Tom feels it. The door closes with a soft click, and then the sound just stops. No echo in the entryway, no faint tick of the grandfather clock in the living room. It's like the noise hit an invisible barrier and got erased. Tom blinks, shakes his head. "Mom, did you get new carpets or something? It's quiet in here." Betty smiles faintly. "Oh, it's always been like that, dear. Your dad used to joke that the house swallows sound. Come on, let's sit." They go to the kitchen, light streaming in from the window over the sink. Coffee's hot, black the way Tom likes it. They talk about Dad, how he went quick, no pain, funeral arrangements Sarah's handling. Betty's voice is steady, but her hands fidget with her mug. Tom notices how the clink of the spoon against the ceramic dies immediately, no ring. He chalks it up to the thick walls or the old insulation. After coffee, he unloads his truck, carries his bag upstairs to his old room. It's unchanged, twin bed, posters of baseball players from the 90s, view of the backyard with the big maple tree. He texts Sarah, "He's safe. Mom's holding up." Signal's decent, but the call he makes to his boss sounds a bit muffled. Dinner's simple, roast chicken, potatoes, green beans from the garden. They eat in the dining room, candlelight flickering because Betty likes it that way. Conversation flows, memories of Dad fixing cars in the garage, family trips to Lake Erie. But every time Tom sets down his fork, the clink is flat, gone. No resonance off the wood table. Betty sees him staring. "You noticing the quiet, aren't you?" Tom nods. "Yeah, it's intense." She waves a hand. "Been that way since we moved in '75. The land's old, used to be a quarry back in the day, filled in with rock that soaks up noise or something. Your dad said it was peaceful." That night, Tom settles in. Reads a bit on his phone, news about the Browns game, then turns off the lamp. The room goes dark, moonlight filtering through the curtains in silver slants. And the silence hits hard. No creaks from the house settling, no wind rustling the leaves outside, no distant car on the road. It's like the world outside has been cut off. Tom lies there, breathing shallow, and it's unnerving. He whispers, "Test, 1, 2, just to hear himself, but his voice is confined, no carry. The air feels thicker, pressing in. He tosses, turns, finally drifts off, dreaming of being in a bubble, floating silent in a void. Next morning, he wakes to faint light, no alarm needed. Downstairs, Betty's frying eggs, the sizzle oddly subdued. "Sleep okay?" she asks. Tom rubs his eyes. "Yeah, but that quiet, it's like a vacuum." Betty laughs softly. "You'll get used to it. Let's get to work." They spend the day sorting Dad's things. Closet full of shirts, garage with tools. Riverton feels normal outside, neighbors mowing lawns, kids laughing on bikes. Tom waves to Mr. Wilson next door, who asks about Betty. "She's tough," Tom says. Back inside for lunch, sandwiches, the contrast is sharp. He drops a plate in the sink. Clatter, gone. "Mom, seriously, this is weird." Betty nods. "Your dad thought it was the foundation. Limestone from the quarry absorbs vibrations." Afternoon, they clean the attic. Stairs creak faintly, but the sound doesn't travel. Up top, dust everywhere, boxes of old letters, holiday decor, Dad's Navy uniforms from Vietnam. As they dig, Tom thinks he hears a murmur, low, like a voice from far away. He pauses, ears straining in the muffled space. "Gone? Did you hear that?" Betty shakes her head. "Hear what, honey?" Tom shrugs. "Nothing, probably my imagination." They find old photos, family picnics, Tom as a toddler. Good laughs, but the quiet up there feels isolating, like they are in a pocket cut off from the world. By evening, they are beat. Betty heads to bed early. "Good night, Tom. Love you." He watches a movie on his laptop in the living room, action flick, but the sound is tinny, even with headphones. Upstairs, the silence waits like an old friend you don't want. He tries a fan for white noise, but it's barely audible. Lights out, shadows creep in, tree branches casting shapes like fingers on the wall. Then the murmur returns, faint, from the hall. Tom sits up, heart picking up a beat. Words? Can't make them out, unknown syllables, like a language he doesn't know, whispered low. He gets up, creeps to the door, opens it. Hall dark, empty. Betty's room light off. Back in bed, it comes again, softer, teasing. He tells himself it's the house settling, the pipes. Sleep comes fitful, dreams of whispering shadows. Day 2, Tom sempre a little off, coffee helping. Betty notices the bags under his eyes. Rough night. He mentions the quiet bugging him. They run errands, bank to handle Dad's accounts, grocery store for supplies. At the store, sounds normal, carts rolling, announcements over the speaker. Cashier, a lady named Linda, chats. "Sorry about your dad, Tom. How's the house treating Betty?" Tom laughs. "Quiet as ever." Linda nods. "That place always was. My grandma said it was built on bad ground." Bad ground? On the drive back, Tom asks Betty. "Just talk, dear." Quarry accident in the 20s, collapse killed some workers. Filled it in, but rumors stick. Back home, they paint the porch. Roller sloshing paint, but sounds muted. Tom's phone rings, Sarah. Signal weak inside, her voice distorted. He steps outside to talk. "The house is strange, sis. Too quiet. Sarah chuckles. Your city soft now. Inside, the call drops. Afternoon, basement. Damp air, concrete floors, shelves of jars and boxes. Down there, the silence is oppressive, like a weight on his chest. Tom calls out, echo test. Dies flat. No bounce. He finds Dad's old journal in a box, entries from the 80s. The quiet gets to you after a while. Start hearing things that aren't there. Tom's skin prickles. Dad's handwriting, steady but with a note of worry. House swallows the noise, leaves the madness behind. That night, storm rolls in. Thunder booms outside, but inside, it's a distant rumble, swallowed. Tom in bed, lightning flashing shadows, elongated figures on the walls, like someone standing just out of sight. Murmur louder now, from the closet. He freezes, listening. Fragments, go. Or stay. Mixed with strange, unknown words, guttural and foreign. Heart racing, he whispers, who's there? Voice dies. He turns on the lamp, checks the closet. Empty. But as he turns back, a shadow shifts in the corner, tall, hunched. Blink, gone. Paranoia sets in, hair on his arm standing. He paces, footsteps barely audible. Sleep evades, the silence a constant pressure, making his thoughts loud, chaotic. Days start blending. Tom handles Mom's appointments. Doctor says she's healthy, just grief. But Tom's unraveling slowly. He adapts during the day, work on his laptop on the porch, where sounds are normal. But inside, the quiet gnaws. He notices small things. Clocks ticking silently, TV volume always seeming low. Researchers online, better signal outside acoustic anomalies, materials like anechoic foam that kill sound. Psychological effects. Prolonged silence can cause auditory hallucinations, make shadows seem alive, behavior change. Makes sense, but the fear builds naturally. A shiver when he enters a room, hair standing when the murmurs start. One afternoon, alone while Betty naps, Tom explores. Finds a loose panel in the basement wall. Pushes it, hidden space, dusty, old trunks. Inside, more journals, Betty's from the 90s. The quiet is getting to me. Hear whispers in the dark. Shadows move when Tom's at school. Tom's breath catches. She never said anything. Confronts her later over dinner. Mom, what's with the house? Dad's journal mentions hearing things. Betty's eyes shadow. We all do, eventually. It's the isolation. Your dad got paranoid near the end, strange behavior, like talking to walls. Nights become hell. Darkness thick, silence an entity. Murmurs evolve to full phrases, leave this place. Shadow stalk, figure in the mirror, hand on the door. Tom leaves lights on, but they dim, light swallowed. Strange behavior in himself. He mutters back to the whispers, unknown words slipping out. Betty watches, worried but distant. You need fresh air, Tom. Week 2, he tries leaving for a day, drive to Cleveland for supplies. Sounds normal out there, relief. But back, the house waits, quiet heavier. Car trouble, tire flat, coincidence. Mechanic says nail, but Tom paranoid. Betty's behavior odd. She whispers unknown words to herself, eyes darting to shadows. Mom, what are you saying? Nothing, dear. Just old memories. Tension peaks slow. Tom hears murmurs during day now, shadows in corners. Psychological fear grips, darkness closing in early, silence making him question reality. Hair stands on end when a shadow moves alone. He calls Sarah. I think the house is driving me crazy. She urges leaving. Climax night. Murmurs scream unknown words. Shadows converge like a crowd. Tom panics, runs to basement, pries open hidden space wider. Finds old letters, Dad's confession. House has gas leak from quarry methane, causing hallucinations, madness. Betty knew, hid it to keep the home, drove Dad to suicide disguised as stroke. Now Tom knows. Betty appears, face twisted. You weren't supposed to find that. Voice normal in the space, leak source. She attacks with a wrench, silent struggle in the muffled basement. Tom overpowers, ties her, calls cops from outside. Betty arrested for covering murder. But ending, weeks later, in Cleveland, Tom hears murmurs again, unknown words his own. Shadows follow. Stunned, he realizes the gas exposure permanent. House swallowed his mind. He whispers to darkness, hair standing, fear eternal.